Alright, welcome back to Megaman 4. Now we approach Dive Man stage, which is a water level, and we all love those. Yeah, I was just being sarcastic right there, because, you know, when I recorded Labyrinth Zone, that was a nightmare level. I recorded that the same day I recorded this part on Megaman 4. And unlike Labyrinth Zone, you know, this level is very, it's fun, has cool music. Unfortunately, when you slide underwater, you can't slide jump underwater. And in a level where there's bottomless pits and spike traps everywhere, probably not the best thing to do. I got a mini boss right here, the whale mini boss. If you use Brightman's weapon, Time Stopper, which is a fun weapon, by the way. You can freeze certain enemies in their place, and you can still move. You can still jump and shoot at the same time. It's a real fun weapon, and I like using it a lot because, especially for speedrunning purposes. Alright, there's Eddie. Gave us some weapon energy. And for once, I'll actually take it. Yeah, most of the times, Eddie can give you pretty much nothing. He give you weapon energy when you don't use weapons. Most of the times, we all want energy tanks. But sometimes we don't get those. So overall, why is it the water levels have the best music in the game, and yet they're the most annoying when you try to play it? It's always been, you know, the logic in video games. Like, they make water levels just to annoy us, and yet they have the best music in the game. For some reason. There's Whale Mini Boss again. The reason I'm showing off the Mini Boss is because after I defeat him, we're going to be taking a bottom path to get the wire, which is a utility item, as I got earlier, which was the balloon item, which is basically item 1 for Mega Man 2, which creates platforms. And the wire, well, it's not really needed, but you know, it's there if you don't feel like using rush coil, you know, to get up to certain heights. And of course, it's getting the wire, our health completely refills. I'm showing off Pharaoh Man's weapon, which is really good. Yeah, when I practiced this game so many times, I really got to, you know, using the weapons a lot, and they're really good. Alright, let's demonstrate Time Stopper again. Fun weapon. In fact, Time Stopper is the go-to weapon when you're speedrunning Mega Man 4, because when you activate it, if you slide while you activate it, it extends the freezing animations. But but since we're underwater, we can't slide jump. So just gonna do it the old school, slow but safe route, especially with these spikes. Look at these spikes. There's spikes everywhere in Mega Man 4. Alright, just about approaching the boss fight. See, like that, just slide jump, and we're already at the boss. Alright, Dive Man's weakness is, of course, Skull Barrier. But sometimes I like to get a free cheap shot on the boss fights by using a full Buster shot. Or a full Pharaoh shot too. Now we switch to its weakness, and just spam it, and yeah, and that's it. He's dead. approaching Drillman stage. Look how powerful Toadman's weapon is, the Rain Flush. Just used it right there and took out every enemy on screen. Unbelievable. Toadman may be the easiest robot master in Mega Man history, but his weapon is really good. And now we're using Ringman's weapon. Yeah, Mega Man 4's track record with the weapons, some of them can be fun. Others are just situational. And I have fun with a lot of the weapons. Like I said, my personal favorite is Bright Stopper. Really fun weapon. And let's use Toadman's weapon again, because I don't feel like dealing with these enemies. Alright, let's just slide here. Really like the slide. It makes the game. It just makes the game. Just makes progressing the game a lot better when you have the slide. Which is a shame that in Mega Man 9 and 10, Mega Man didn't have the slide. Which was just, which is just, cheap because I know they wanted to go with the Mega Man 2 kind of feeling, but I can and he didn't have the slide until Mega Man 3, but I can kind of understand that. And there we go again, using Toadman's weapon, which can take out enemies with annoying shields, which is awesome. Now we're going to take out these Mega Man equivalent to Motobug. We want to deal with them. Now we switch to Bright Stopper. Now we come to the most annoying part of Drillman stage, is these rocks falling right there. You can use Skullman's weapon too, but that's very slow and tedious. It's safer, but I say, you know what, let's use Brightman's weapon. Just freeze everything on screen and just do some good old-fashioned old-school platforming. Ooh, that's a nice weapon energy there, and we're already at the boss. You see, it's more fun when you use the weapons. I mean, when a lot of people play Mega Man, they don't even like using the weapons. Like, if it's not Mega Man 2, if it's not Metal Blades, they don't really care for the weapons. And which is sad, because the weapons can be really fun, but I can understand the way people don't want to, switch weapons, in and out. Pressing the start menu is kind of annoying. Unless you play the Anniversary Collection, which you just press the L1, R1 triggers to switch weapons without pressing the start screen. And now we're fighting Drillman, an annoying robot master, which goes underground every 6 to 7 seconds, and it can pop out of anywhere. And his weakness is the dive missile, which only does 3 points of damage to him. Come on. There we go. Well, that's all 8 Robot Masters.